what is FBA and how does it work? Well, starting off, number one, you're going to send products to Amazon. These are going to be products that you source from a supplier online. Your supplier can be based in another country, or your supplier can be based in your own country, or it can even be products that you manufacture yourself. The way this differs from dropshipping is you are in full control of what inventory you sell, and you buy these products in bulk at a wholesale price before selling it on Amazon. Amazon dropshipping is when you're just dropshipping other people's products. Amazon FBA is much safer, and you're in full control of your brand and every single item that comes in and out of your warehouse. Number two, Amazon then stores your product in their warehouse. Number three, customers purchase from your Amazon store. Number four, Amazon then picks up the product from the warehouse. Number five, Amazon ships the product to your customer. This is a way to save a lot of time from having to ship out products if you're trying to get your brand on Amazon. Amazon will take care of everything from A to Z, from grabbing the product from their warehouse to shipping it to your customer and even handling returns. If a return does occur, Amazon will receive the item and deal with it with your customer and then make sure that you are able to get that product right back to you. This is how Amazon FBA works. What do you need for Amazon FBA? You're going to need a pro seller account, and this is so you can sell on Amazon. You're going to need a laptop or computer. It is very hard to do Amazon from your phone, so it is very recommended that you get a laptop or computer to work off of. You can be more organized, you can print labels off of there, and you could even make labels on there and handle your inventory much easier and quicker. Number three, starting inventory. In order to start on Amazon FBA, you at least need some starting inventory to start you off. You don't want to have an Amazon account with no inventory on it. That just means you're wasting money spent on your Seller Pro account. So make sure you at least have some inventory to start with to send to Amazon once you start your account. It is recommended that you find inventory first before opening up your Pro Seller account. And once you open your Pro Seller account, then you want to start sending inventory straight to Amazon. Number four, a bank account. You're going to need a bank account so that you can get your payouts sent to you through Amazon. You're also going to want a bank account to pay for any shipping labels that you have to create. You want to make sure these are separate from your personal finances. Number five, your license and social security number. When signing up for an Amazon Pro Seller account, they're going to ask for your license and social security number. They're also going to ask for other personal information. Make sure you have this all on hand so you can open your Pro Seller account. Next is time. You're going to need time to do Amazon FBA. You're going to need time to package and label all your products. You're going to need time to make sure they get to the postal office on time. And you're going to need time to also monitor your products to make sure that they're selling, make sure your feedback is great, make sure you're the only seller on that page, and to also find suppliers and inventory. Up next, you're going to need a supplier. Finding a supplier is easy. We use Alibaba mainly to find suppliers from China. There's also suppliers you can find from anywhere in your own country. Whether it's a friend of yours or someone across the country, anyone can be a supplier as long as you can find a product for a lower price than it would be sold on Amazon. Up next, you're going to need lots of boxes. The reason you're going to need lots of boxes is because you're going to be shipping your inventory straight to Amazon. So if you have 1,000 products, you need to make sure to have at least a good amount of boxes to ship those 1,000 products to Amazon. A label printer. A label printer will come in handy. You will be printing lots of labels for your boxes that you ship to Amazon. You can use a regular standard printer, but we found that investing in a label printer will help you in the long run. Shipping materials. Make sure you have that ruler, tape, scissors, and boxes ready to ship your product straight to Amazon FBA. How do you succeed with Amazon FBA? Number one, source new products and find new suppliers. This is how you're going to be successful against your competitors. Find products that no one has right now. Find products that no one is selling. Find new suppliers that no one is using. Make yourself different. If you differentiate from your competition, then you will be a successful seller. So always look for new products to source and always look for new suppliers to work with. Number two, give great customer service. Make sure that your customer is always happy, even if you think they're wrong, because one bad feedback from them could make your store go downhill. You want to make sure your customer service is great. Amazon shipping out the products for you is already great. But if you could add the icing to the cake and make it even better by maybe a personal message to your customers, asking them what they thought about your product, or maybe even returning a customer message within less than an hour. Customer service will help your store go very far. Number three, hire a virtual assistant. If you find yourself getting too busy and too worked out from your business, you can hire a virtual assistant to help you with that workload. One thing that you may want to focus on is your inventory, your warehouse, and making sure they're shipped out the right way to Amazon FBA. At the same time, you can't be worrying about things that are going on your Amazon account, such as customer messages, feedback requests, processing orders, printing shipping labels, and more. You can hire a virtual assistant to help you. We use Upwork.com to find virtual assistants for cheap. You can find a virtual assistant for anywhere between $3 and $5 online to do your work for you, and they are very experienced. Number four, keep your metrics great. If you're able to keep your metrics great, then your account will stay open for a longer time. Making sure that your Amazon metrics are up will make sure that Amazon never shuts down your account. The longer you can keep your account in good running with good metrics, the longer you can sell on Amazon and the more money you can make. So you want to make sure to keep your metrics great on Amazon. Number five, grow your empire. Source new products, find new suppliers, keep your customer service great, get your virtual assistants, keep your metrics up, and you'll be growing your empire in no time. The more products you're able to source, the more money you're going to make, and the more you're going to grow. We're now going to go over packaging requirements. Packaging requirements are requirements sent by Amazon. When you send your products straight to Amazon for them to ship out for you, they have very strict requirements on what type of products and packages they want to receive. If you ship a package out to Amazon without reading their requirements or adhering to the requirements, they will gladly send that package right back to you. So these are the package requirements set by Amazon. Any FN SKU you can use on a unit must be unique and must correspond to one unique product. For example, each assortment type, such as size or color, must have a different FN SKU. An FN SKU is an SKU number that Amazon uses on their platform. If you have a red ball and a blue ball, each ball has to have a different barcode. You cannot use the same barcode on both different products because one is red and one is blue. If you have 1,000 red balls, then those 1,000 red balls will all have the same FN SKU, aka barcode. Each unit must have an exterior scannable barcode or label, which includes a scannable barcode and the corresponding human readable numbers. That is easily accessible. So in other words, what they're saying is every single product that is shipped out to Amazon has to have a barcode on it. Whether the barcode is printed on the actual product or stuck on a label outside of the poly bag, every single product must have a barcode that is scannable and human readable. Your barcode must be able and be large enough to be scanned by a machine, and the numbers have to be large enough for a human to read them. Make sure that your barcode is not blocked as well. If you're using a poly bag, make sure that is see-through so the Amazon workers can scan your barcode through the bag. Amazon workers will not go through your packaging to find your barcode. Remove, cover, or render unscannable any existing scannable barcodes on the outside of shipping boxes. For example, cover existing barcodes with opaque tape or use a black felt tip marker to render the barcode unscannable. This prevents the incorrect barcode from being accidentally scanned during the receiving process. If you're sending a product to Amazon, but you have your own barcode, make sure you cover the existing barcode, or use a black felt tip marker to render the barcode unscannable, which means just scribble over the original barcode and put your barcode on it. You do not want the wrong barcode on your product. You want to make sure that it's your specific FNSKU barcode. Sending loose products to Amazon. If you're going to send loose products to Amazon, such as these wires or vacuum belts or stuff that is single packaged and loose, each unit, including multiple volume book sets, must be contained within a single secure package. Amazon does not accept units that would require Amazon to assemble multiple pieces. For example, wheelbarrows where the handle and legs are separate but are sold as one piece. Amazon will not put together your products for you. If you have a product that is in pieces and needs to be put together, you need to make sure they are all packaged as one piece. Units that are not contained in secure packaging, like loose sleeves or pouches, must be bagged or secured with a non-adhesive band or removable tape. So if you have a unit that is not in secure packaging, then you want to make sure it's bagged or secured by a band or removable tape, such as these wires here. You'll see that they are secured by the tape, the band, and the wiring. Footwear, regardless of material, must be packaged with no shoe material exposed, either in shoebox or in poly bags with a suffocation warning. If you are shipping shoes to Amazon, none of the shoe can be exposed to the air. You need to make sure they are in a box or in a poly bag with a suffocation warning. Sold as a set. Units that are sets, for example, a NASCAR set of 6 unique Hot Wheels cars sold as one unit, must be marked as sets on their packaging. Add a label to the unit that clearly states that the products are to be received and sold as a single unit. For example, sold as set, ready to ship, or this is a set, do not separate. So, if you are sending a set of products to Amazon, make sure they are packaged together and make sure you write on there sold as a set, or ready to ship, or this is a set, do not separate. This is how you prep products sold as a set. You do not want to send 20 boxes to Amazon. You want to put those 20 boxes in one large box and then put a notice that this is a set, do not separate. The left is not permitted. The right is permitted. The right has units clearly labeled as a set and sealed so they cannot be separated. This is the correct way to mail out a package to Amazon, not this way over here. If you're sending books as a set, do not send them opened, unpackaged, and unlabeled. You need to make sure that they are like this: packaged, sealed, and labeled. This is a set, do not separate. Because if you do not put this, if one of these books falls out, Amazon will not care. Box units. This is one of the most common units that will be shipped to Amazon. If you are shipping a box unit to Amazon, make sure it's 6-sided. The box must have openings or a lid that will not easily open on its own. If the box can easily open on its own, use tape, glue, or staples to keep it closed. The box must not collapse when medium pressure is applied to any of the sides. If the box unit has perforated sides or openings, the product must pass a 3-foot drop test, consisting of 1 drop on each side and 1 drop on a corner. If the product does not pass the drop test, it must be placed in a poly bag with a suffocation warning. And this is something very true that Amazon workers do. They do complete drop test on every single product that is boxed. A drop test is where they really will go into a ladder that is 3 foot tall and they will drop the product to the floor. If the product does not survive the fall, they will ship back the rest of your products to you. Polybagged units. This is another famous way of sending products to Amazon. A polybag is really just a plastic bag containing your product. If you decide to send your product in a polybag, these are the rules you have to adhere by. Polybags with a 5-inch opening or larger must have a suffocation warning, either printed on the bag or attached as a label. Failure to apply a suffocation warning may lead to the items being rebagged. For example, warning: to avoid danger of suffocation, keep this plastic bag away from babies and children. Do not use this bag in cribs, beds, carriages, or playpens. This bag is not a toy. So this is an example suffocation warning that you want to put on your polybag if it is more than 5 inches large. In order to do this, you will have to print labels or make sure the bags have pre-printed warning labels on them to avoid suffocation. If your bags do not have suffocation labels, then Amazon will be forced to label them themselves, and then they will charge you a very hefty fee for doing so. The warning should be printed or placed in a prominent location and in legible font size for the size of the bag. Print size of this warning should conform to the following table. If the bag length is 60 inches or more, then the minimum print size should be 24 points for that bag. This is more for the designer of the label that you are putting on your products. If your bag has less than 29 inches of length, then you only need a 10-point font on that warning label. The thickness of the bag must be at least 1.5 mil, a thousandth of an inch. If you go on Amazon, they have bags and polybags specifically shaped for Amazon FBA. They include the warning label printed on them, and their thickness is exactly 1.5 mil. Make sure your bag is 1.5 mil or more. The polybag must be transparent. The polybag must have a barcode or X100 label that is scannable through the bag or have an X100 or ASIN label on the outside of the bag. Again, if you are shipping with a polybag, make sure your barcode is either labeled on the outside or printed on your product. They will be grabbing these polybags and scanning through the bag. Polybags must be completely sealed. Make sure your polybag is sealed from your products. You do not want anything falling out, and if they are open when Amazon receives them, they will send them back. The polybag or shrink wrap must not protrude more than 3 inches past the dimension of the product. So the bag you choose can't be too large. If it's 3 inches past the dimensions of the product, they will send it back. Note: highly scented products such as candles must be sealed or bagged to prevent the absorption of scent into other products. Case packed products. All products in a box must have matching SKUs and condition and must have been packaged together by the manufacturer. One way of getting a box sent to Amazon cheaper is by having your manufacturer send the product straight to them. In order to do this, the box has to be case packed. Case pack can only be done by the manufacturer. This means the manufacturer will pack all your products into one box and then send it to Amazon, which means you don't have to be the middleman of getting these products to Amazon. All boxes with the same product must contain equal quantities of that product in each box. For example, a case pack of 24 units must always contain 24 units, and it can't be 1 or 2 off. The case pack limit is 150 units per case. So if you're sending products to Amazon straight from your manufacturer, make sure they know that only 150 units are allowed per shipment. If you have more than 150 units, you have to ship in multiple boxes. While receiving this type of shipment, the fulfillment center scans one unit from the box and the box is placed in inventory. There is no need to scan every unit because they are all the same. In some cases, a manufacturer or distributor may package more than one case pack into a larger box called a master carton. Master cartons do not qualify as a case pack and must be split at the appropriate case pack level. In other words, you're not allowed to put 10 boxes into one big box. You just ship those 10 boxes separately. When shipping your boxes to Amazon, follow these rules. If you're shipping an individual item, you can ship multiple variations of it in one box. If you're shipping a case pack product and they are all the same item, then all the products in that box must have the same barcode and SKU. You can't mix and match. Expiration dates. Products that expire must include the expiration date on the master carton in 36-point or larger font and on the individual units. Lot numbers alone are insufficient. So if you're selling something that expires, such as food, the expiration date has to be seen in a 36-point or larger font. Products that expire and are contained in packaging that requires additional prep, such as glass jars or bottles, must be prepped to ensure that the expiration date is accessible for Amazon associates during the receiving process. So make sure that it is in 36-point and it is highly visible to Amazon if you have an expiration on your products. Marketing materials. Amazon will not accept marketing materials such as pre-priced labels, pamphlets, price tags, or other non-Amazon labels. Do not include extra things to your products. Amazon will throw them away. One thing you also don't want to do is include any type of marketing inside of your product, even a business card or something that leads to your own website. That is against Amazon rules. Safety. Use safety knives with covered blades when packing products. This helps prevent sharp objects such as blades from being accidentally left in boxes and potentially injuring an Amazon associate or Amazon customer. So once you are ready to ship out your products to Amazon, make sure you choose which specific way you want to ship it first. We recommend doing the easy way, which is polybags or case pack products, or even individual pack products. We do not recommend having your supplier ship out the products for you unless you have a running relationship with them and already know what product is being sent. You want to make sure you're able to review each product one by one that you receive, because if you send a broken item to Amazon and they ship it out, you will get bad feedback, and this will count against your metrics. This is how you pack and ship your products and get them ready for Amazon. In the next tutorial, we're going to go over other ways of being a successful Amazon FBA seller.